I think I can safely say that when you think about classic video game franchises, Kid Klown is not one of them. Before I did this review, I had never even heard of the game, but as it turns out, this game is part of a series that had 10 games over the span of 15 years. Still nothing? How about Crazy Castle? In the late 80s, Kemco acquired the rights to create a game based on the movie Who Framed Roger Rabbit. And if you haven't seen it, what's wrong with you? Go watch it right now on Netflix. Totally still holds up. Anyway, they couldn't release it in the US because there was already a game based on Roger Rabbit.
It isn't fun. You know, it just isn't at all. It's just a pain in the fucking ass.
Yeah, that one. So long story short, Kemco had the rights to create games based on Disney properties in Japan, but really nowhere else. So to release those games in the US, they used characters like Bugs Bunny, Woody Woodpecker, the real Ghostbusters, and Kid Klown. So the story for this game is as follows. On a rainy night in Kansas, the Klown family consisting of Mr. and Mrs. Klown, Kid, and Baby are walking to a circus to perform. Obviously. The evil magician, Nightmare, yes, that is actually what he is called, asks Kid to help him open a treasure vault. Kid's parents tell him no, so the Nightmare kidnaps them. Now it's your job to Liam Neeson that shit to get him back. The original Japanese version wasn't much better. Mickey Mouse starts selling balloons to buy a present for selfish bitch, his girlfriend Minnie, but finds out she is trapped in a nightmare. Nightmare this time. The game is pretty decent looking for an NES title, although it did come out after the SNES was already on the market. The levels are colorful, the sprites are large enough, and while the music isn't anything too memorable, it never really gets annoying. A lot of it does give off a clownish vibe, but not in a cringy Sonic 3 Carnival Night Zone kind of way. The gameplay is actually pretty original. You create these balloons that can be used to kill enemies by throwing them in several directions, or by setting them down. It reminds me of the bomb power in Kirby Superstar. You can also use them to fall slower after jumping, or jump on them to reach higher platforms. There are these little chests that you can open throughout the levels that contain, from what I can tell, random items. You have the typical extra health and invincibility power up, but sometimes you get one that reverses the game's controls. Is this supposed to teach you not to open every chest? I really don't understand why they included that, but the original Super Mario Bros. 2 had poison mushrooms, so why not? You start out in a plains/forest style level and... oh shit, speaking of Sonic, original character, please don't steal. After each level there's a bonus stage where you can win things like extra lives or hearts, and then you're taken to this screen. At first I thought it was a Mega Man style level select, but it just throws you into the next level. Stage 1 is just like the opening level, then you move on to a toy box, a beanstalk in the clouds, an ice stage, a birthday party, and finally the Nightmare's Castle. The levels include horizontal and vertical platforming, an assortment of enemies and power-ups, and end with a boss battle. Pretty standard stuff. Knowing how to use the balloons definitely makes these levels easier to get through. I really don't have anything negative to say about the level design, except for this vertical scrolling section, with its just out of reach jumps and translucent falling enemies. What the fuck? The final level is more like other games in the Crazy Castle series in that it's a castle with a lot of doors, some of them leading to mini boss battles. For example, this dragon, lizard, seal? And a pterodactyl. I guess when there's no source material, you can kind of use whatever enemies you want. Finally, the Nightmare says, "Come at me, bro," and it's time to get your family back like Harrison Ford.
I'll do anything to save my family.
God damn! And I thought Nightmare from Kirby's Adventure was scary. Wait a minute. Nightmare. Nightmare. Nightman. Nah, couldn't be. Beat him once and he starts teleporting around the room. Beat him again and his head flies off. This is some Castlevania shit. After you kill him for good, you find the treasure vault and open it. And it has the Clown family and a pile of rubber noses inside. Wait, how did they get in there? Does this mean that the Nightmare was able to open it after all? What was the point of asking Kid? And the kidnapping? And the severed head? Was the Nightmare really just trying to give the clown noses to Kid and his family? Did we just kill an innocent man? Really makes you think. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the first episode of Random Review. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at CrashLove Gaming. Also check me out on Twitch as CrashLove37. All links in the description. See you next time.